I have no problem finding guys that's like 6'4", 6'5", like
But
Exactly,
she,
height
but
and
she,
attraction.
she,
But yeah, at
she,
the
but
moment
she
being
didn't
on
say the attraction on the show. She said the height,
That's what
five
she said,
one,
yeah.
and that guy was
6 feet.
6 feet.
one, he didn't really seem 6 feet, but
he wasn't.
kind of me personally, I dated somebody, 5'6".
First guy comes out, like if that person is not what you're thinking about that you want in your head, you're thinking, okay, I have this chance and this chance and this chance after that.
Yeah, oh, here, let's go, okay, let's go. Yeah, yeah. She wanna make me her wife, but I don't wanna be her wife, okay. Slide by in the motherfucking range, I do the dash in the vintage, yeah. YouTube, what is good with y'all? I'm back again with another Pop the Balloon reaction video. Today we're reacting to BM Talks to the Girls from episode 23. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this video. Let me know what else I should be reacting to. 98% of y'all is not subscribed, so if you fuck with the video, then tap in and subscribe. Like the video and check out my playlist to see my other balloon pop reaction videos. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Kamina was
Kamina.
five. She's 5'1",
5'1",
right?
I think. That's what
Five
she said,
one,
yeah.
and that guy was
6 feet.
6 feet.
So for one, he didn't really seem 6 feet, but
He wasn't.
kind of like what we're saying. We're on a show. There's production. 8 women with balloons. Me personally, I dated somebody, 5'6", 5'10". But if I'm going to be in front of the camera and like I don't even know the name, the age, what you do for work, what you like, what you don't like. That's very small information. So I'm gonna go what I prefer. It's not mandatory. Like in my real life, I don't use that mindset, but on a show like that, yeah. It's
So
like okay,
how tall does your man need to be for you to accept them?
I mean he could be around like I'll say 5'6" and up. I don't mind that.
You just also have to be attracted to them as well. You're not
Exactly.
going to
Exactly.
settle
I
for
have to be
height and attraction.
But
exactly
she,
height
but
and
she,
attraction.
she,
But yeah, at
she,
the
but
moment
she
being
didn't
on
say the attraction on the show. She said the height.
well yeah, but yeah, like I said, if I'm on a show and I just get to know very small information about you. In my real world, it's not mandatory, but if I'm going on Pop the Balloon, it is. I mean, it's not. It's. I'm sorry. So on the show, it's mandatory, but in my real life, it's just a preferred thing. So like, I don't really know much about the guy, so I would prefer him to be, tall. I mean, like I said, he didn't look 6 feet. He looked a bit shorter than that. But then again, that's just how I felt at the moment.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's just
So,
what that is.
so what would you say is the difference from the show from your real life?
Like, what the hell? Like, he was a little bit shorter than that. Like, who cares if he is 1 inch shorter than what he said he's gonna be? You said you would date somebody 5'6", and now you're here talking about, oh, since it's a show, I'm gonna act different and I'm gonna have higher standards. Like, this is basically proving exactly what I be saying, or everyone says that these girls act different on the show than they would act in real life. She said she dated somebody that's 5'6", or she would date somebody 5'6". I think she's lying, but like, it's they're way taller than 5'6".
Because it's still real life.
Right.
I feel like my real life, let's say example, a guy comes up to me, we're chatting it up. There's not cameras, there's not, I'm, 8 women are getting a chance to know this guy and here I am. Okay, it's not like it's kind of like one on one more private. So if the guy, let's say, was like 5'6", it's a different situation because I'm actually talking to him. It's private. We're actually getting to know each other. And if I go off of
Okay.
that, he's cool, cool. But if it's somebody just coming out and I'm this, my name is this 27, I do this, it's more easier to just pop on height because I don't know much about you. It's not really that private. That's how I took it as. But yes, I do, since everybody wants to know or saying I do date people definitely under 6 foot, and I've dated somebody that was like 5'6" before. So yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I want to just chime in. I think there's such a big difference with the split second decision that we have to make on Pop the Balloon. Like, it's not a realistic setting. We're asked to make these decisions like almost in 30 seconds or less when, like Kamina said, you're in a real setting talking to someone, one on one, actually getting to know them. And 9 times out of 10, if you're in a setting like that, you're only talking to that person because you're attracted to them, in one way or another. So you allow them certain things and you give them chances, but like off of initial like somebody just walking out. And then let's not act like there's not a mental thing to it, to where like say the first guy comes out, like if that person is not what you're thinking about that you want in your head, you're thinking, okay, I have this chance and this chance and this chance after that to see if maybe someone matches me better. Like that, I
Okay.
think that plays a role too.
Okay.
And I think
Okay.
Kamina's example, BM, you mentioned, mentioned height as opposed to physical attraction. I just reiterating the conversation we had earlier, we did pause and you did let us know, hey, you're repeating the same things. Even I went and started saying other things. So Kamina is saying, instead of saying it's physical attraction, as you all instructed us to do, please give different answers.
Okay.
And for me,
Renee, yeah, go ahead, Renee.
yes, I am a tall woman. Y'all saw that on the show, and I feel like every guy that I've dealt with, I have no problem finding guys that's like 6'4", 6'5", like taller men, and that's just what I prefer because I like a guy with stature, a guy that holds himself to, like I like what I like, and no comment can make me change how I feel about the show. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like I said, the guys were handsome, they were nice, but I didn't want to just pick them because they were nice or handsome. I want them to be, like she said, my husband type of material.
Basically, she said, I like what I like. I want somebody that's going to be husband material. Those don't have any specifics in it. She said, I find easily people that are 6'4" and above. Bro, that's like 90, that's like 3% or some extremely low percentage of men. And then on top of that, she said, I want them to have stature and whatever else she thinks she needs, because it's just not enough for them to just be tall enough. And then with the them talking about people in real life, what it kind of sounded like is when I'm in real life, I can postpone the decision. On this show, it forces me to make a decision faster, and that shows that a lot of times women be entertaining men that they don't actually see a future with, or that they're not that serious about. But because they're not on a show, they don't have to pop their balloon or choose to match with somebody. They can just keep talking to a bunch of people and just keep getting to know them and gradually make a decision on who they like. And then they just cut off the people that they don't like, and none of them know, and no one knows their reasons for cutting them off.
Like I want to have kids. I'm dating to marry at this point, so I don't want to just settle for someone who I think is nice. I'm nice too. So I don't know.
Okay.
I just want someone who fits me, my person, and I didn't find that, which is okay.
So for
I
me,
also like,
sorry, can I just, yeah, because Kia said something that I actually want to correct, right? Camila, when she said that height thing was with the first guy that came out, I said to you girls too, you're saying the same thing after the third or fourth guy, right? So this is what I'm trying to say to people that come on the show. You have to be real within yourself and know that you can actually come on a platform on a show like this. Because it's a lot more than you just seeing on the screen thinking it's easy. I can just walk in and just do this and say
exactly.
that. So, when you're coming there, know that, be prepared that you will get asked questions. My wife will ask you why you're popping, be specific and all that type of stuff. And also know how to present yourself. Know, if you want people to see you like this, make sure you present yourself the way that you want them to see. So I think a lot of people are not really mentally prepared. They just come on the show thinking that it's going to be very
It's gonna be
easy.
fun.
Right. So I want to ask you ladies, what have you learned by coming on the show?
I personally learned, for one, the internet is a terrible place. We're gonna go at it. The internet is crazy. That's for one. For two, I learned that everybody has ulterior motives. Don't get me wrong. In my 26 years of life, I've met all walks of life, and I know that people aren't who they portray themselves as anyway. But mentally going onto the show, I was thinking, oh, if I am taking it serious enough to fly across the country and put myself in a vulnerable place, because that's exactly what it is. I thought that the opposite side, the men and the women that are alongside me, were in that same mindset. And honestly, it just taught me to keep my guard up. Like, I don't regret not matching. I'm actually very thankful that God put me in a position to get out of that situation. Because, after the show, we definitely got really acquainted with everybody, majority of the men, majority of the women, and it showed me that there's nothing different outside of your hometown. There's nothing different outside of your city. These men are the same. These women are, your person's gonna meet you, and then you don't have to force it. And
so much. Like, you don't have to force it. They'll just meet you. No, that's wrong. You have to put effort in to find the person that you want. And if you just sit there hoping that's gonna come, it's not gonna come. Two, like, I watched the reunion and I saw what they're talking about, and all the negative things that they're saying about these guys are not true. She said all guys are the same. Not true. Everyone is very different, and it's gonna be a lot different depending on where you live. Like, people that I've met in Atlanta, people that I've met in Dallas and Houston, people in Chicago, people in New York, they're all very different. And it's like, one, they're their own person, and two, the place that they've lived in helps to shape them. And bro, like, she's saying like, oh, I flew across the country. Like, let me fly across the country. Like, you're being so ungrateful, like, for the opportunity that you were given. And I get that you're not like, you don't care about being on the platform, but it's like, so it's just giving selfish.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was given. It was given like, oh, okay, I'm putting myself on the line to essentially force it. Like, hopefully I find this guy, this dream guy, all the way in Arizona. When it's like, no, you met those same men that you meet downtown. You met them same men that come and holler at you every day in that inbox. On the internet, of course, it was portrayed in a way, and I love that they got the positive light that they got, but I hate that it was at our expense. And I had to realize that we can't defend ourselves against everybody. It's not even worth it. There's not enough hours in the day to defend ourselves against everybody. But at the
Okay.
same time, I definitely learned that as a black woman, which all of us are black women, that there's nobody here to defend us. Because even though we did befriend those men, and we got really acquainted and personal with those men, they came back on this platform and doubled down on that we weren't good women. They doubled down on those comments that were being said, even though in the messages it was completely different. In that group chat, it was completely different. In our personal messages, it was completely different. And I definitely learned to stop putting your heart on your sleeve. Stop, you can be a genuine person, but you can't look for that in everybody else. So it was definitely a learning experience with meeting new people. Because, like I said before, I don't meet a lot of new people that I am pursuing in any type of friendship, relationship manner. And because I did at this point, it just was like that was a learning experience. Like, oh my gosh, you're a fool. That was
Okay.
ignorance right there.
Yeah. Let's hear from Christina.
So I learned that I should probably be more prepared for things like this. I just regret like not thinking about my answers before I came and like not being as engaged because I was just trying to be like genuine, like 100% myself or whatever. But yeah, I definitely should have been more prepared. And I feel like, once again, I was very respectful. I did learn that it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it.
Right.
So yeah, that's really it.
Okay.
Okay. And then Kia.
Yeah, I'll say that I truly do believe that I was prepared for an experience like this. Um, God really has everything aligned for your best interest. And I'll say that, there's always a blessing at the end of the road. So I am proud of going on the platform and being the genuine person that I am. I am proud of how I represented myself and how I respected everyone's son who came on the platform. I am proud of how I conducted myself thereafter. And so I'll say that God always has the final say and win at the end of the day. So overall, I'm blessed for the experience.
Okay. And Renee.
Yes, I learned that no matter how you represent yourself, you're always going to be perceived as whatever another person wants to think. For me, I felt like I was 100% myself. I gave nice answers. I was nice. I feel like I represented myself well, and people still had negative things to say about me. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. And then Ishi.
For me, I learned that one, the internet is a very unreal place. I feel for those celebrities and like different people that are on a way higher platform and at a way higher status than us, and the attention we receive, because they receive hate like a million times more than us. So I can only imagine how their mental health is. Hearing the things that people said about me, like absolute lies, like saying that I had three kids and three baby daddies. I don't have any kids, by the way. I don't have any baby
Where was
fathers.
that? That was on YouTube.
That was on Instagram. Like people would tag me and stuff, and I got tagged in like literal videos that people made just of me and quote unquote mean things I said to these guys. And they were making up all types of lies about me, that I had on a wig. Never wore a wig on the platform. My real hair has always been that. So I wanted to address that as well, because I did not have a wig on that platform. But I'm just going on to say that these people will make up things about you and literally like believe it in their own minds, and it's actually sick. So I'm praying for everybody that, that wants to be an internet therapist with absolutely no experience and no degree. If y'all are that interested in doing that, by all means go sign up for some classes, because y'all will be good at it if you were actually right. But yeah, outside from that, just like Carrington said, you perceive people in a certain way, especially with how they present themselves on camera, and getting to know the guys behind the scene. Thought I built really good friendships with them, but seeing the podcast and how it played out, it was giving very much black women aren't protected, and I didn't necessarily agree with that. I'm sure they lead overall good lives. I just didn't like.
Man, the whole thing, like, they literally addressed this in the reunion. Like, it's not up to these men to go out defending you, because that's not their job. They have their own business to work on. They're not out there reading the comments and trying to, like, respond positively to, like, tell those people, like, oh, they're not, this isn't true, da da da. And like they also said, it's like a flood of comments. There's no way that few guys, less than 10 guys, can go and respond to all those comments. And it's not their job to. Like, why would they do that? You're not their girlfriend. Y'all are not even really friends, like, clearly based on this episode. So why would they go out their way to go, like, defend you and play Captain Save-A-Ho for some girls that they don't even know, because they are supposed to be protecting black women? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, are you going out on the other comments of other videos where they talked about black men and saying, oh, we need to defend? No, they're not doing that. So anyways, I'm gonna cut the video off right now. I got a little bit left, so I'll probably react to that soon. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Let me know what else I should be reacting to. Subscribe if you made it to the end of the video. Let me know what you thought about the video. Like the video, and check out the playlist to see my other Pop the Balloon reaction videos. I'm gonna get up out of here. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace. Oh, here, let's go, okay, let's go. Yeah, yeah. She wanna make me her wife, but I don't wanna be her wife, okay. Slide by in the motherfucking range, I do the dash in the vintage, yeah.